finding your way around the Bible can seem a little tricky, especially if you don't have a lot of experience with it. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can read or study or pray over the Bible with some simple, easy tips for finding your way around. The easiest way is to start at the beginning, of course, with the table of contents. In the table of contents, you can just look up any book that you want to find and turn to the page number of that book, and there you'll have it. Now, one thing you'll want to pay attention to is that in some Bibles, the New Testament starts over with the page numbering. So you'll go all the way through the Old Testament, and then when you get to the New Testament, it starts over at page 1. That doesn't happen very much, but you want to double check your Bible to make sure. Another way to find your way around the Bible is to use a Bible that has tabs, either indent or outdent tabs, that list the books of the Bible right there on the tab. And you can just use the tab then and quickly find your way. And then one thing I like to do is go to the middle. This works with pretty much any Bible. If you just break open the Bible right in the middle, you'll wind up at the book of Psalms. And if you know a little bit about the books of the Bible, you can find your way around starting with the book of Psalms. Then to get to the New Testament, just go to the middle again. Use the second half of the Bible and break that half in half again, and you'll wind up in the New Testament, usually at the Gospel of Matthew. The New Testament starts with 4 Gospels. The first Gospel is the Gospel of Matthew, followed by the Gospel of Mark. That's followed by the Gospel of Luke, and then we have the Gospel of John. After the Gospel of John, we have the book of the Acts of the Apostles. The book of Acts was written by the same person who wrote the Gospel of Luke, and so it might have made more sense to put Luke and Acts together, but that's not what happened when the folks who were compiling the Bible centuries ago put it together. So following the book of Acts, we have the letters of St. Paul, and then the letters of all the other saints that wrote in the New Testament. And the last book of the New Testament is the book of Revelation. So there are 27 books in the New Testament. You can see in red there the 4 Gospels. All the books listed in blue are those attributed to St. Paul. And then finally the letters from the other saints and the book of Revelation. Now when you're trying to find a particular reference in the Bible, you'll see something like this. You'll see Psalm 23:3. Well, what does that mean? It means that the book that you want to go to is listed first. That's the book of Psalms in this case. And then you want to go to chapter 23. And the chapter numbers are always listed in kind of big print where the chapter starts in the particular book. And then everything after the colon is verse numbers. The verse numbers are the little tiny numbers in superscript that come at the beginning of sentences, or sometimes they'll come in the middle of a sentence. So I hope that helps you find your way around the Bible a little more easily. And if you'd like to learn more about the Bible or about Catholic faith in general, go to faithfieldguide.com and you'll find all kinds of free information. Blessings on your day.